Hey guys, Griff here, and if you want to get into live streaming or you already live stream and you just want to get more viewers, I've got some tips for you. Alright then, first, how to set up your stream. A good microphone is very important since your viewers are going to be hearing your voice a whole lot. I personally recommend this Yeti mic. I picked this up recently and the difference is night and day. Here's me on the Yeti mic. And here's me using the mic on my iPhone. Now the Yeti mic is $96 thereabouts, so it can be a bit of a daunting price if you're just getting into it, but if there's any piece of equipment you don't want to skimp on, it's the mic. Next, a second screen is a must to keep up with the chat, but if you've already got a phone or a tablet, you can use that. To video yourself, have a browse for a decent webcam, but don't break the bank on this. It doesn't have to be wildly expensive. And the same goes for the rest of your setup. You don't have to worry about spending loads on fancy lights or a nice background if you don't have the money. The star of the show isn't your setup, it's you. As for the technical side of things, get familiar with OBS, which is the streaming program most people use. And learn how to set up a chatbot, that's another one, and that's good for both moderation and viewer interaction. I recommend a service called Stream Elements. And finally, having good overlays also makes you stand out and look professional. Impulse does great overlays, so check out Impulse. So that's why I recommend to set up your stream. Your stream should be ready to go if you look at all that stuff, but how do you actually make people want to watch you? Well, tip one is to talk. It sounds simple, but for viewers to connect with you, you need to be vocal. Explain what's happening, tell people how you're feeling, and basically just fill in the blanks. Just generally try and be an active, engaging presence that people want to watch. That doesn't mean talk non-stop, you don't have to change your entire personality, but just try and be more vocal. And as you do this, you'll notice that it gets easier and easier. You'll get more eloquent, you'll get more articulate, and your talking skills will generally improve the more you do it. And what I find really helpful is watching old videos of myself and seeing areas I can improve in. Like maybe I've got an annoying habit of going up at the end of every sentence. Then you can notice that and stamp it out. If you want to grow, you need to be critical about your own contents. Competition is tough, so watch your own streams back and ask yourself, if you were a viewer, would you want to watch your stream? That's what it all comes down to, like what do you offer that people want to watch? The next tip is picking the right games to play. There's nothing wrong with picking games you're passionate about and that you love to play, because then you'll be an expert. And as well as that, you'll just enjoy the whole process a lot more. But one thing you can do to help you grow quickly is keeping up with trends. For instance, look at Among Us. Among Us was wildly successful on Twitch, and if you jumped on that early, you can massively boost your audience. So always be on the lookout for new games and categories that are gaining popularity. And you can do that by checking out Twitch game stats. On to the next tip, and this is an important one. It's how to go about monetization. Now, one way to bring in extra advertising revenue is through a service called Streamly. It's free to sign up, and what this site does is integrate ads directly into your streams. They're pretty subtle, and you can choose exactly what ads appear. You get paid based on how many viewers you have in the streams at the time the advert appears. I've got like a rundown of how you can use Streamly in the video above. Don't forget to promote your channel too. There's nothing wrong with some self-promotion. Create clips of funny moments from your streams, and you can post them on social media accounts, or even save whole streams and upload them on YouTube. It's not a whole lot of extra work to do that, and it helps spread your reach even more. The final tip is how to keep your viewers once you have them. After all, it's one thing to have your viewers come in and check you out, but they might not come back. In terms of stats, viewer retention is one of the most important ones out there because it shows you've got a consistent, engaged audience. One way to keep them engaged is by promoting the chat and having an active chat. Pay attention to what people respond to in the chat and what gets them typing. You could try and read out what they write and show you're listening, and they'll be more likely to talk back. You'll get to know the people in your community, and this results in a more kind of loyal and tight-knit community. Also pay attention to your stream schedule as well. If you've got low live views but people are coming to check your channel to watch past streams, it might be that people do want to watch you but they're just in a different time zone. So set your schedule to try and get the most people watching as possible. So guys, those were a few tips in how to set up your live streams as well as how to grow your channel. Let me know how these tips work for you down in the comments. As ever, thanks for watching, and now I'm off to go hang out in my room of precariously balanced glass objects. See you later.